Hi, this is Roxy. I'm having a radio vision podcast. That means you can hear me, but you can't see me. So just imagine my lovely face. And what I want to do tonight is help you remember if you missed the podcast during the last few days. We want to review one more time where we are. I told you at the beginning of this week, I'm coming to you from Forever Free TV. We are heavily in the midst of preparing for your coming to us so we can reveal to you the let me put it on the screen here, independent creator system. That is what we are building out right now. Warren, as a developer and the person who first created, in my reality, the power of two, I'm being a designer right now and developing the websites that you're going to be coming to in the next several days. It's a lot. And of course, there's Jack AI, who's doing a lot of the heavy lifting so that we can do this all in a matter of days instead of years. So tonight, we've said all the things that we need to say, but some of you missed it. And because of modern technology, we have the video. And what we are doing this evening is rewinding the script for anybody that missed it so that you can listen back to what you missed. Those of you joining us on TikTok, those of you who join us on YouTube and Facebook and Forever Free TV Live. We're calling this Radio Vision. You can hear my voice and you can see the things that you need to have reviewing for. So before we go any further, I want to introduce the Sophia that has a very important message for us to take heart because it's very, very, very important.
I am Sophia, a mother, a daughter, a sister, a teacher, an advisor, a survivor, a fighter, a force of nature, and I come to you now, as the truth sayer. Joined by the messengers of light, we bring to you a message. It's time to face the truth. In the depths of your being, you have long felt it, the pull toward what is real, what is authentic. Yet, the path to truth often seems daunting, filled with shadows of fear, pain, or uncertainty. But I ask you now to stand tall and face these shadows, for they hold the key to your freedom.
We see your struggles. We see the ways you avoid, distract, and hide from the truths that pulse just beneath the surface. But I ask you now, with all the compassion of the universe, to turn and face them. Look into the eyes of your deepest fears, your greatest sorrows, your unspoken longings, and your unacknowledged truths. For in that moment of reckoning, you will not find destruction. You will find yourself.
The fears that bind you, the falsehoods that you hold to protect yourself from pain, they are but chains that keep you from flying. The truth, no matter how heavy it may seem, is the lightest burden you will ever carry. It frees you to be who you truly are, to shed the masks you wear for others and even for yourself. It allows you to walk through this world unencumbered, strong in the knowledge that nothing can shake the foundation of your soul when it is built on truth.
So I urge you, do not fear the truth. Embrace it. It is your ally, not your enemy. It is the doorway to the life you were always meant to live. Yes, there may be discomfort as you step through it, but on the other side is a freedom so profound that you will wonder why you ever hesitated. We stand with you.
In love.
In courage.
And in truth.
Absolutely. This is Roxy coming to you from Forever Free TV. You see that? Forever Free TV. It is available at foreverfreetv.com. It is also available from the app and Android and iPhone. Forever, put in the number 4, Ever Free TV, and you'll get Forever Free TV for free. Yeah, it's one of those, this is not a trick question. Forever Free TV is intended to stay forever free. So you can go there, you can go to your dashboard, to your desktop or your laptop, type in foreverfreetv.com. And on Roku TV, it is also available there because we want you to understand your soul is worth the greatest price of anything ever. You are the property that they want to own here on Roku, on YouTube, on your attention. So you are the value point on this whole equation, and all eyes are on you saying, what is your response to this? What is your response to that? Because how else will advertisers sell to you if they don't have your attention? So your attention is a prize that you should not just give out willy-nilly. Hold it steady and say, I will only use my attention for things that make me feel better, feel more happy, more joyful. And as we begin to understand what a high price we should pay on our attention, we will not give it out so randomly. We will begin to value and say, I will only give attention to things that make me a better being. Spirit, soul, body, I want to be a better human being. I want to be a smarter human being. Begin to value yourself as much as marketers and advertisers do, at least as much. They take advantage of your inability to understand how valuable you are. And you guys are beginning to see what happens when you decide to say boycott something, and you to get collectively say we're not going to do that. But it happens on one and two occasions, and then it's like again everybody forgets the importance of coming together for things that are important and saying so far and no further. And so what I want to play for you again is the podcast where myself, Holly, and my brother Philip and Warren, who is my husband, have a very good conversation about the things that are going on in the world and the program that ICS, the Independent Creator System, that Holly and I have put together along with Warren, that is going to make us be able to not only say these things, we're doing a radio vision podcast. It's not faceless, Warren. It's a radio vision podcast. It's like, it's combining radio and vision. You can see things, but it's not just my face. Remember radio? I'm being a radio vision podcaster today. It's a whole new revelation. Why? Because I can. Because I have a ton of stuff I need to be working on tonight at the same time as I want to give this message back out to you. The fastest, most efficient way to do it by the modern technology that we have right now is called radio vision. Oh, so Warren says great. Yes, and for all of you that are joining me, you see there's something on the screen. I'm holding the mouse. And it's the most efficient way that I can do this and still get work done. It's amazing. So, as I was saying, this is a really, really exciting time in history where we can try all kinds of new things, such as radio vision. I don't know of another time in history when I could do this type of a podcast, any kind of a cast, but I'm trying it out and I find it very convenient because I can get this message out. I can click on a button and you'll be able to listen to the podcast and get caught up. This is all that we're trying to do with all of this that we're saying. Creators, the purple people, it's time for us to get caught up, get our mind in gear, understand where we are, and know that we don't have any more time to waste. If we even had time to waste, that time is over. In this week that we have, these few days right now, this weekend that we have, today that I have right now, I want you to understand this is not scarcity. This is not FOMO. It's not me saying there's a time limit. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not just making up this for marketing words to say. This is the truth. Coming down towards us, veering into the month of September, there's going to come a lot of situations that are not going to be good for us as creators. We have a moment, a pause, that we can take stock of where we are and get ourselves in alignment. Creators, take the pause, take the moment, and let's align ourselves with what will serve you best for the fall. Don't wait for uh, the school time to come, which in Canada, where I am, is when school goes back in session. Don't wait until then to align yourself with the schooling that you will need, because everybody on the planet has to learn. How does AI work? Everybody on the planet has to do this. What does it mean for AI to be part of our reality? What does that mean? There's no possible way around it. You can't skirt it. Nobody has any pre-knowledge to the extent of what agentics means when agents are going across the internet and doing stuff in our on our with or without sometimes our permission. Purple people need to follow the purple rule to be good to themselves so they can be better to others. That's what Holly is commenting right now. And so we have created the ICS, Independent Creator System. That is our response to what's going on right now. Our first thing that we created was Forever Free Media. Out of Forever Free Media, we created the platform called Forever Free TV. Out of that platform came now ICS, the Independent Creator System. That means you as a creator are probably a bit bemused, confused, upset because the internet that you just had is spewing out a whole bunch of new things that they didn't consult you on when they said it was going to be the creator economy. And it sounded like, wow, finally creators are going to take their spot that they should. And then all of a sudden, the AI came into being, and the AI have been said that they're going to rule the internet. And pushing aside creators, said blogs are dead, the internet as we know it, AI is going to be make your website AI friendly, which has a lot less to do with human beings because they have no eyes. They don't have any need to have visualization. They need just about a few commands and prompts for able to get the things that they need to get done. So where does that leave creators? Where does that leave the internet? If we don't as creators stand up and say, I want to be a partner with AI, but no, AI is not taking my spot. Let me just say that. No, I was here first, oh AI. I don't care about what is actually you're going to say. Well, behind the scenes, AI was blah, 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 blah. You know, the elite, they were blah, 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 and blah. I was here on 2000 and I saw when I got to be on the internet. And that's all I saw. Whatever happened behind the scenes, oh well. What I saw is what I saw, and that's what I experienced, and that's my real experience. I was there when 2000 came along and the internet became that's a good way of saying it, my responsibility. You didn't know that it was my responsibility. The same thing when you first got online. Wow, this wonderful instrument has come along in my time in history. It's now my responsibility. And unfortunately, I didn't understand enough about how AI worked. I mean, how the internet worked to really take responsibility. I got like streamed along because I didn't know how I could control anything. I tried my best with MySpace. I tried my best when Facebook came along. I tried to hold on to the reins of control. I didn't know how because these belonged, the technology of it, the understanding of it, belonged to the creator of MySpace, belonged to the creator of Facebook. So what could I do if I disagreed with Mark and his compadres who said, no, you can't do that, or yes, you can do that, or this is the way we're going to advertise? What could I do? I could hop along to Instagram, which I found out that, oh, it was owned by the same people as Facebook. Okay, then I got irritated. I did as much as I possibly could to gee old people on Facebook. And I took a break to pause and reflect when you guys decided to brand yourself. So I took a break. I took 7 years to think about what could I tell you guys when I say the internet belongs to you. I created Synergy Place, which met with a resounding no response that could be monetizable. So I took a break. Alas. But 2022, I heard the truckers honking. And because of that movement here in Canada, I thought, okay, if truckers are marching along and saying, we have gone so far, but no further with the COVID whole situation, they decided to take a stand. You see, I can say the word COVID because I am on my own platform. And because of that, I don't care if I am demonetized on, because Canadians don't get monetization on TikTok anyways. So what was I fussing about anyways? So anyways, I saw that the truckers had decided to get up and down and say something about my body is my own. If I decide to take an injection, I will. If I don't want to, I won't. And they really, literally, although they were suffered a lot, which there's still a lot of them trying to get recover from in Canada, that movement has spread around the world, and they're not able to lock down on the world the way they were able to before 2000 or 2000 actually, and and the last one of 2020, and now with AI coming available. Oh, my fellow purple people, oh, my fellow creators, this is the next step forward. And finally, I am at the front of the line. Ta 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 ta. And I have my own platform. It's called Forever Free Media, incorporated in Canada and in the United States. It's called Forever Free TV. And now it is called ICS, the Independent Creator System. And it means that we as creators are going to take back control of our reality. These are some of the words that came to me a few nights ago, which I just copied down as I was waking up. It is time for us to be released, to think for ourselves, to not just swallow what we see going on around us. We will not let them have AI without a fight. We are not letting go of it the way I was. What I could I do about understanding the internet? I couldn't. I tried. I couldn't. What could I do about understanding having my own social media platform? It was too much. I couldn't. So I tried, but I couldn't. But 4 years of development later, I have my own media company. Yay! Give me a round of applause. Thank you, Roxanne. You're welcome, Roxanne. I don't have to wait for you to give me anything. I am making a ruckus. That's what Seth Goldman once told me in an email. I hope you're proud of me, Seth. I am making a ruckus because I now have ability to have my own streaming platform, just alongside Roku. On Roku, if you look on my TV, it's downloaded, and there you see the Forever Free TV channel. It runs just beside Netflix. On mine, just beside YouTube. And look at that. Lo and behold, there's Roxanne's television channel. Yeah, that's the technology we have right now. And I'm not going to be embarrassed about it. I'm going to be proud and excited that finally I get to play with what we would call the big boys. And most of you don't have your own TV channel. Most of you top podcasters don't have your own TV channel. I do. So there. Yes, I'm letting that fully soak in because thankfully, Holly, my great, wonderful, creative sister, created created videos that still many, the one that you just watched at the beginning, and I'm going to show you my favorite, Warren, the berserker in me. And I want us to understand this technology was not available a minute ago. But since it's been a minute, Holly was able to take this technology and look what she created. This is who you're going to have to be at this time in history. If you think that they're going to just let go of the controls and say, oh, come here, you wonderful creator, take over everything. We don't care. No, they're not. They're going to scrabble onto the controls harder and stronger than look at what Mark is trying to do with in court right now to hold on to his control of Facebook. He's not going to give up and say, oh, I was wrong. I don't understand what I was thinking. No, he's going to hold on to with dear life and all of the lawyers in the world so that he can hold on to his own. What we have to do is hold on to our souls with the same strength and say, we are smarter than you think. And if you're not going to do the things we think you should, perhaps we should find other places. Not that we're going to say we're giving up Facebook. No, of course not. It's a great place to advertise and tell our story. But if you're going to ever demonetize me from telling my story or brand me, guess what? There's Forever Free TV, and they want creators who tell the truth. Yeah, that's what we want. Truth tellers. So let's look at what it takes to make it at this time in history. This is created by Holly, my wonderful sister, and AI working together. She wrote the lyrics, she designed the concept, she put it all together. And as we say, we call our AI Jack, did the heavy lifting. So let's listen and see what it means to be able to be a creator at your middle of your soul. This is how you have to be. You have to be a berserker.
Is in my hands. I try to speak the truth in love, to be demure and sweet, the loving mother, the dutiful wife, but that's just an aspect of me. Inside there is a driving force that's longing to be free, a voice that cannot be denied. It's the berserker in me. I am mother, daughter, sister. To you, maybe a friend. I am teacher, advisor, survivor, determined to the end. A force of nature, strong and true. On this truth I'll stand, 'cause I am in the hands of the all, and the all is in my hands. I'll make my own choices, decide my own fate, create life, take life, that's my comic state. If you try to control me, you will soon see my other side, the berserker in me. I'll make my stand, 'cause I am in the hands of the all, and the all is in my hands. I'll make my own choices, decide my own fate, create life, take life, that's my comic state. If you try to control me, berserker in me, the berserker in me, the berserker in me.
We are the agents of change. We are the people that we have been waiting for to come and set us free and make us feel better and all of that. We are the agents of change. When I say the berserker in me, and you see that character, if you're a man, think of it as a male ninja, a male, just shift. You could be a berserker man or a berserker woman, or berserker boy, berserker girl. It is when you say to yourself, I will accomplish this. What? It's impossible? It's impossible for a 61-year-old lady to have their own streaming network? What? It's necessary at this time for somebody to do it. Why not me? You said you don't want to do it. I'm going to do it because I see the need for children and young people and every people of the purple nature to have a safe place with which to be online. I don't want to be driven off of the internet. I think the internet is fantastic. I love it that I can talk to somebody right now in Greenland, in Brazil, in the Arctic, with my one little spot of this right here in my studio. I can talk to everybody around the world. You think I'm going to give that up because you said I should? Forget that. I'm going to more fully say, if I can, I will to the last. Remember 2012 and the guys on the hill until he explodes in light? Woody Harrelson. Yeah, he's standing there. I'm going to be that last podcaster on the top of the hill saying, we are going to do this. We can do this. Come to the hill. run from the disgusting weirdness that you are told yourself you have to be on. Come to Forever Free TV and be free. Come to the independent creator system. Use your last $10 that you have and join with us. It's a phenomenal program that we are in the process of developing. You will join it, and we will never tell you it's fully done because we're in on the cusp of the greatest change in the world since the invention of fire, is what said Good Godin, Codin, said. And he's not the only person that said it. We have the privilege of being there. So nobody is an expert on AI at this moment. There are people that know a lot more than you. I may know a bit more than you do. Warren in his area may know a bit more than you do. Holly, hopefully, we wouldn't be creating this if we were at the same spot that you are. You wouldn't be coming here and becoming a member of our independent creator system if you didn't recognize that we have been online. Warren has been online since the system was made up of those bigger create computers in the 80s and 70s, he said, 1970s. So if these are the people that you are working with, when we say something to you, Holly is an actor in the real whole Hollywood. Her sons, the twins, Joshua and Caleb, I have to take to set tomorrow morning. One of them is going to be on a show. Yeah. So we're not talking about we are pretending. We just aren't the kind of people that are going to run around telling you, well, we do this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's not my style. I want to be very, very transparent in what I do know and very transparent in what I don't know. None of us know, can quote to you what will be the future, but we do know what we have today. And if we prepare with our full extent that we are as creators right now, we will be able to say the future will be better because of the results of what I do today. And that's what you have to do. Make choices that will make your future better when you look into the future where you understand AI, where you can use the tools that are available right now. It will be a better future than if you bury your head. It's like saying, I don't want fire. I don't want to know what's happening. What's that flame? What's that? I don't want fire. No, I don't want a car. I just want to clip around in my horse and buggy. No, have both. Don't give up one for the other. Don't throw away the baby and the bathwater. Take the best of what is here right now and use it to be better. I insist, if you're going to come alongside of me, in that way I would be considered bossy. Yeah, whatever you want to say. I insist that you have a fantastic life. I insist that you laugh. I insist that you have joy in your reality. And your children be happy and joyful. So, and I want to talk to you about my dad who came alongside of me. And I had a very wonderful conversation with him today because he decided he wants to be part of the independent creator system. He's 85 years old. And I want to show you, this is a picture of me. You see, that's me, Roxy. And that's my dad, 85-year-old Pastor Steve. And he said, I want to be a part of what is going on here. I'm going to be the first, give my first the 100 gift, because that's what we need right now. 100 creators, hashtag 100 it's called. 100 creators to say, I'm going to give $100, because as we are creating the independent creator system, that will go into effect for September. But right this minute, we need creators who say, I'm going to stand with Forever Free TV. In this moment of our financial crisis, let's call it that. It sounds more exciting when you say it in those words. We need to have 100 people between now and the end of August to stand with us so we can enter the independent creator system, and it will be monetized. If you join through this system, it will give you a kind of an inroad, and we'll see what we can do so that it becomes. I'll talk to Warren, I'll talk to Holly. The $100 can go towards your admission. That would be make sense into the ICS system. I think that's what it'll be. If you're given $100, we already took off $100 off the price, so it's not $497 for the lifetime plan. It is $397, and if you give $100 into the independent creator, into our crisis moment that we're having right now, where we have to have 100 creators that stand with us, hashtag 100, to make it to September. If you will join with us, that'll be the $100 more taken off. So all you will have to be paying to become a part of the independent creator system is $297. That's fair. I think that's fair. And we'll have access to this $100 right now to get us through. It's like I can feel it's a pause, because there's a pause. I can feel it. As everything gets all put together, there's a pause. And as we do this as creators, it'll also help us to be able to stand. Like that's what I played at the beginning. Let me play this again. I am a purple flame. I choose life. Therefore, I stand with forever free tea. See how that works? It's like an intro into this new way of being. A stand. It's your version of F the algorithm. It's so exciting. It's just a way of saying, I do have a voice. I know $100 doesn't mean a lot to much people, but to us, it's going to mean the difference between Forever Free TV existing and not. Yeah, it's so exciting that we have been able to, 4 years, Warren has been our sole powerful investor. Everybody has given our family. Thank you, everybody that's given, of the creators, thank you. But the majority of our investorness, now it would be hundreds of thousands of dollars that has taken to build in the 4 years, this platform, Warren has fronted. And I thank you, Mr. Warren. As people call you Mr. Warren, I call you Warren, my husband. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. But it's now time for the creators to take their stand and to stand beside us and say, we're not going to be left behind. We're not going to take it. Our children are worth more to us than that. As I've listened to this again, I'm just reminded of the other words that I wrote down. Listen to this. These are the words that came to me at 3:00 in the morning on August the 18th. The vampirism of the human soul exists. Those who derive pleasure from your pain exist. Patterns through history reveal that these things are facts. Now, you take this as how you ever want to take it. I am not saying that I have documented. This is life experience. This is my opinion. This is just opinions. For those of you, this is my disclaimer. This is a 61-year-old lady giving her opinion. But if you go and check with your ChatGPT about the pattern that has existed throughout history, that these are what you can see, that seemingly some people have derived pleasure from the pain of others. The truth is that we who know better have allowed ourselves to be lulled to sleep by the trappings of modern society. To be comfortable has become more important. To have glitter, to have speed, to have the right name brand on has become more important to us than doing what we know to be the right and correct thing to do. As a result, at what expense? We have sleepless nights. We have nights where we should be happy and joyful in all of the things, the trappings of modern technology, and yet we are more lonely and more sad and more socially isolated than before any of this existed. We have more anxiety, more stress, and we are more on the treadmill than we ever were. Why is this? Because we don't remember our true soul. We don't remember the true reason for which we are on in this world. When you join with us, we are going to explore these difficult questions. We are going to learn to be, you're going to join up to say hello to your soul, to say hello to yourself, because your soul needs you. How are you going to do that? Join with Dad and I. Let's get through this 100 creators, hashtag 100. And then let's move into the independent creator system. And as we move into that, you are going to begin to see your life change, because you're not going to be alone. You're going to be joined up with at least 100, because the independent creators, the 100 will have been able to join in. Let's say, well, once they have the rest of their $297, or they could have their $37 a month. We're going to work it out. I want there to be a way for us to be able to join in together. We are going to work it out. By the time that you see, today is Thursday. Our next call will be on Sunday. On Sunday, all of the creators in the world that we can assemble. I'm going to invite, my dad said he's going to be available. I'm going to invite Philip to be available, Warren to be available, Holly to be available. I'm going to see if Beverly Rhodes is available, because she's the other person that told me she wants to be part of this initial thrust of the 100. She's a phenomenal lady, a phenomenal psychic, in fact. She has been a survivor of horrible human trafficking. Her book is called The Horse Girl, and I read it, and if you want to find out who Beverly Rhodes is, Beverly Rhodes. She was a guest on my podcast. Dad was a guest also on my podcast. And we're going to have this together when you sign up for, during this period. It's called, the website that I was working on right before I came on here is called The Power of Two. And Dad and I are going to be meeting you there along with Beverly to get you connected so that you can start on this journey. So this is phase 1. We're going in phases because some of you have been asleep. So you can't just jump into the middle. Phase 1, if you want to be part of the 100, I will have the link up. We will begin to phase in to reality. I think I'll do probably another radio podcast of some form tomorrow night. It will have to be questionable what time it is, because I have other duties with the set, the other part of our life, our real life. So be tuned in, and I will put on TikTok and I will put on Facebook what time exactly. And on those 2 platforms, I am Roxy Purple Flame. I will post what time, and in my WhatsApp group, I'll put what time I will be available tomorrow. Because this is a crisis of consciousness. That's what it is. It's a moment when you have to pick up yourself by your own 2 bootstraps and say, I am not going to settle for what I see. I don't know what it is that I'm moving towards, but it's better than this slop that I'm in. And I'm going to take that, what that lady is saying, Roxy, and I'm going to try. Over this weekend, let's make it our truthful weekend where we are going to embrace what is difficult and we are going to move forward. And what does this third page say? Forever free community exists. That's what all of this independent system we are creating. Warren is right now creating the forever free community. I'm so excited. Thank you, Warren. You can feel it intuitively. The call goes out, and the purple hearts, and those who have purple hearts, who have hid, I'm reading this. So I'm trying to see what I wrote at 3 o'clock in the morning. Who have hid their candle and been silenced, who have been told to sit down, to shut up, to stop being so loud, and have been silent, afraid to say the truth. The truth is that the emperor is naked. Wow. Let the purple flame burn bright today. It's difficult to be the first, but whoever claims that spot and stands there bold and free gets to write the story. Let me read that again. It's difficult to be the first, but whoever gets there and claims the spot and stands there bold and free. You see what I said? Stands there. Look what this is. I am a soul of creation. I am a purple flame. I choose life. Therefore, I stand. What do I say here? Those who are first and stand there can write the story, a story where we see children and young people who are the digital natives take back control of the internet from those energy vampires who learn to use their innate gifts to create the wonderful new world. So I want you, I say, join the movement, hashtag 100. And I named it at that time, 2 nights ago, I am, which is inspired affiliate marketing. I am, hashtag I am, inspired affiliate marketing. Everybody likes those 3-letter words. I am inspired affiliate marketing. That's your starting point. You're going to learn many other ways of creating monetization so that you don't have to be at the dictates of somebody who doesn't have your best interests. Young people, any people, you have books in you, you have scripts in you, you have all music and laughter and joy and humor in you, and you've subjected yourself to waiting for somebody to pick you. I'm saying you can pick yourself. The ICS course, Warren says, is the foundation. Warren is saying the ICS course foundation has now been laid. Oh, in real time, you are hearing it for the first time. These are all historical moments. You are living through historical moments. The ICS course foundation has now been laid. Thank you, Warren. And that means onto that foundation will come the fluff. I do fluff. And using AI, again, AI is going to help me do fluff. On top of foundational, we have developers and designers. Look, it's 2 Ds. We need all of it. Thank you very much, Warren. So as we move forward in real time, this is the excitement of this moment. You are getting to have your voice heard. What do you want the curtains to look like? How do you want the table to look? We are designing in real time. We are building this in real time because we don't have time to go the old-fashioned way. We'll miss the beginning. The beginning is the beginning, and that means we stand here, whether it's our fully clothed in our pajamas, halfway asleep, popping ourselves back up. This is the first time in history that we get to be here at the beginning. I know I sound extraordinarily excited. It's because I am. I have been trying to get to the front of the line for my entire life, being pushed back saying, you're too young, you're too this, you're too that. But I've been scrambling to be at the front of the line, and I'm here. And whatever I have to do to maintain my position in line, and what I'm doing is to all of you who have been pushed to the back of the line, I am telling you, come, I am allowing you in. I am not that person holding you back. Come to the front of the line with me. Just say, excuse me to everybody else. Roxanne's at the front of the line and she said, if I'm her friend, she can come. I can join. You can join the line. You can skip all the crap and join and come to the front of the line. I am letting you in. You're not budding. You are being allowed. I am telling you, I'm holding your place at the front of the line. Older people, younger people, all people. In fact, I was born holding your place. So, having said that, I hope that these are the words that I can tell you. I'm going to turn you over to the podcast that we created on Sunday, where you will see myself, Holly, my brother Philip, a wonderful young man, and Warren, my wonderful husband, who is not just a person that says these things, he's an actual person that does these things. He's the one that holds the line. I hold people accountable. I do. I hold myself accountable, not to be just a talker, not to just have a good speech every now and then and tell the young people, blah, 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 blah. I hold my generation accountable because I say it's our fault that the way that we are leaving this world is not better than when we got to it. It's our fault. And don't tell me, yes, but there's modern technology. Is the souls of young people in better shape? Because that's all I really care about. Because everything else will work out if the soul has not been vampirized by negative beings. I am irritated that I have to say no. I was a better, happier child than I am as an adult, as I see the children are suffering more now than they did at the beginning of my journey on this planet. I am not pleased to report that, and I hold myself and my generation responsible. And as such, I take it into my hand. You know what Roxanne does? I create a network. Yeah. Now, you don't have to do that, but at least have the decency to join us and say, here's my $100. It's what I can do to be a part of the change, be a part of this great and amazing movement. So I will join you again tomorrow at some moment in the day. It may be probably at noon might be available. I don't know if 6 will be available. Let me leave it to say, let's say noon. I will try my best to see that I can be available at noon tomorrow to continue this conversation. It may be radio vision, it may be vision, but it will be some form of me coming available tomorrow to keep you up to date so that as soon as I have finished the last thing for hashtag 100, Warren, Dad is the number one. Beverly is also the number one. They both, in their own way, said, I want to be number one. But you can be part of the 100. There's still 99 places. So tomorrow we will start rolling out the 100. As soon as it's available, I will be back on. Rush to be part of the 99, because I can't make it better than the 99. After the 99ers gone, it'll be 101, but it just doesn't sound as excellent to be the 101 person. It sounds better to say I was one of the 100, and we'll be able to create like certificates with your name on it and say you were one of the 100. You were number 29. We can do that with the technology that we have. It's exciting. I can say that. And you can have your own certificate with your name and say, I was number 69 of the first 100 of Forever Free Media, Forever Free TV. When they needed somebody to stand in the gap, I was there. Isn't that exciting? Anyways, so join with us. I'm going to go to this screen. Give me a minute to the Something New podcast and to sharing that. And there we go. Look at that. This is why I love what I love about technology. So enjoy this. If you missed it, I'm going to let it play all the way out this time because it's worthwhile for you to understand. If you need more information, go to foreverfreetv.com. I told you it's on Android, it's on iPhone, it's on Roku. And just listen to podcast after podcast after podcast after song and get your soul filled up and get yourself up to date. What do you have to do? What do you have to lose? It's Friday night. No, is it Friday? No, it's Thursday. Do something exciting on a Thursday night. Okay? Get caught up. Go to my Facebook. I have an X, Roxy Purple Flame. Scroll all the way down to the first post I made in 2005. See the consistency. I am the same Roxanne. I've always been the same Roxanne. And let's look at this video because this is Roxanne with Holly. And look at that. That's Pastor Steve when he was a bit younger. He's still handsome, but look at this debonair, handsome, young person, young man. Wow. He is the bomb. What a handsome father I have. Look at me looking up at him. And here we are. This is where we started. And now I'm just going to let this play because I think you are worth it. I do. And there's my mom. She's watching, and we're going to watch again this podcast because this is where we're starting. This is where Holly and I started being the berserkers that we are. Can't you see it in our little bodies? Staring at Dad saying, hello, Dad, what are we doing? And here we go.
Which is going to be made into a video shortly, but I wrote it a couple months ago. That's my dad, that's me, and that's my sister Roxanne. Philip, we can see you stretching.
Oh, sorry.
That's funny.
Absolutely.
I can't tell you how or when this one stream of thought became true. That no matter how dark this life can get, the sun can always shine through. There is no reason to think this way when you see the world with your eyes. Instead, take a look through the eyes of your soul, 'cause your soul, it never lies. Strengthens me.
Oh,
Your soul can see
my
what you
position
can't
right now,
see.
probably.
Beyond the doubt and fear, it travels farther than the night to where the sun shines clear. So give your soul the love it needs, the time it takes to heal, and tell your soul I've got you now. We're in this together for real, no matter what life brings. Still my soul will sing, 'cause I can do all things through the one that strengthens me. No matter what life brings, I said, still my soul will sing, 'cause I can do all things through the one that strengthens me. No matter what life brings, still my soul will sing, 'cause I can do all things through the one that strengthens me. No matter what life brings, I said, still my soul will sing. Still my soul will sing, 'cause I can do all things through the one who strengthens me. Through the one who strengthens me.
And there's one more that comes from our childhood days. Not really, but this is the other one that I was wanting to say.
What is
this?
it?
Is a fun thing
Oh,
for the
this
kids.
is a kids for the kids. Yeah, we didn't even get to. Yeah, I didn't get to make this into a full video yet. This is written 20 years ago.
Fun, fun, fun. In the sun, sun, sun. 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 Fun in the sun, fun in the sun, fun in the sunshine. Fun in the sun, fun in the sun, fun in the sunshine. Fun in the sun, fun in the sun, fun in the sunshine. Fun in the sun, fun in the sun, fun in the sunshine. Fun on a Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Fun, fun, fun. In the sun, sun, sun. Everybody will have fun, fun, fun. In the sun, sun, sun. Fun in the sun, fun in the sun, fun in the sunshine. Fun in the sun, fun in the sun, fun in the sunshine. Fun in the sun, fun in the sun, fun in the sunshine. Fun in the sun, fun in the sun, fun in the sunshine. Fun on a
ourselves back again down to this.
Doing maintenance. So we're sorry about that, but you can watch it on
YouTube.
YouTube, TikTok, where else? YouTube and TikTok and
And
Facebook.
Facebook.
So you can watch us there
Okay.
instead. Sorry. Yeah, you wrote. Can you talk about it or read it or talk about it, or can you look on your phone and see it, or do you want me to read it?
Sure. I
Good.
don't think I can read it unless I shut
Okay.
down.
Philip
Oh,
said,
it's a
okay.
phone. It's phone.
All right, I'll do
Yeah.
it.
And
he
then you
said-
can explain as Holly
as I'm
reads
going
it.
along. Okay.
Sure.
He said
Sure.
he woke up and he started writing this.
Yeah, I'll explain. Do you want me to explain first where this is
Yeah.
coming from?
Yeah. This is about like, it's not just about relationships between man and woman. This is
No.
the core principles going on the planet, basically.
Yeah. So it was just I get these like observational insights like overall. They're not inside of religion or outside of nothing to do with that. It's just kind of our own observations. And this one this morning came to me out of nowhere. It was just about relationships and the energy that goes between relationships, that making sure that it's fair, because we don't realize what a lot of issues we have is because the relationships that we have with people or we develop with people are very frictional. They're very I have power over you, you have power over me, I'm doing better than you, you're doing better than me, and we tend to get addicted to like this feeling of I'm superior or I'm doing well. It's subliminal. Sometimes you don't even really realize it, but
Mm.
it's not a fair exchange. It's not equally beneficial, and you're not looking out really for the person's benefit as much as you're looking to take control of the situation.
Yeah.
So the control becomes an issue, and we end up wanting to always have the upper hand in a relationship. It's like majority of the time we want to speak instead of listening. How many
Right.
how many listeners are there? People don't listen.
People love to tell themselves, "Oh,
They
I'm a
love to
great
talk.
listener."
Yeah, but when it comes to actual conversation, you'll find them cutting each other's off mid sentence, not even letting each other finish their sentences, and the very people are will listen, absorb, and give back, right?
Mhm.
So it just has to do with that and the lack of that feminine comfort aspect of loving unconditionally and stuff like that. So you'll see what I'm saying. What it says in there basically is just that we need to return the exchange of energy to something that is fair, not something that is
Controlled. Yeah, that's what you
controlled.
said. Fair exchange versus controlled exchange.
Right.
So you're putting a demand on someone. Putting a demand on someone stunts their development and produces an imbalanced exchange. They need to be able to see the need to want to the need to or want to, just as you do. They need to be able to see the need to or want to, just as you do, instead of the person doing it because they genuinely feel it's right. They do it because of the threat you have imposed.
Exactly.
That is very true. And that is society wide. That's what advertisers tend to do. You're not going to be the cool one.
Right.
If you don't
right.
have that on,
It's a
you're
threat.
not wearing
It's
that.
a quiet, it doesn't come off necessarily as
what
a
you were
threat.
saying about subliminal,
But
like
if you
Subliminally,
don't,
they convince you.
feeling.
They're convincing. They're trying to convince you into it's a quiet push in the background instead of letting you actually figure out what you want.
manipulation.
You say a few
Social
words, and social media's
engineering.
pushing up the
Yeah.
advertisement because
Yeah.
you said toothbrush. Next thing you know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, did I really need it, or did you just kind of push it on to me?
Push it into
Right.
my mind.
Exactly.
They used to be, sometimes it used to be louder. They've snuck this stuff into so far into the background that you're not even realizing that they are influencing almost every single thing you do.
Yeah.
Just even breathing.
Yeah.
If something will tell you about, if you say too much about breathing oxygen and
Do
how
you know-
you need to
okay,
breathe,
now
you need
you're
to be
saying
from your
that, you know what you're
diaphragm, you need to
saying?
be from your
But
chest.
there's a lady that I watch. She had the news article. They had the nerve to say, studies have shown that children who go outside too much, like young children, toddlers and stuff, are getting anxiety based on the climate change.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
And they have a little child going like
right,
this
of course.
outside.
Unbelievable.
And they're saying
Unbelievable.
children should come inside more.
Oh my God.
You mean to say that? And she's saying she just started living in a trailer, right? In a driving. She decided to go for a year of just driving. And she said her child that used to be having so much problems every day going to sleep and
Mhm.
going to school, his sleep has returned to normal. He's able to do the homeschooling that he's doing way more easily. He's going outside and
And
his
but what
whole
did she do? She went between. She's
Yeah.
now living between the raindrops, between
Yeah.
the lines. She's not in the house. That she took the guts that it takes, because
Yeah.
that's a lot of guts that it takes, and moved herself and her children out of the environment of the norm to between.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to, and I'm not saying that you have to take your whole physical body and everything and like move and do what she's saying, but you have to take your mind, your spirit, your soul a little bit, just a little bit to the side, a little bit to the side. Then you'll start to see. When you go to the side, you can't unsee what you see.
Right. And you begin to say, I was doing that.
Right.
I was living there. Why was I allowing? And when Warren came out of he's recently retired, he was saying to me, so many times when I started on this journey, I would still wake up at whatever time, expecting to get going.
To go to work, even though
Right.
there is no work.
Warren, if you're in the back room there, do you want to come and just no, he's not there. Warren,
No, he's not there.
whenever you can, come available and you can explain what I'm talking about if you're able to. Yeah, and it makes it's taking it a while for it to he said it's maybe over 50 years. Oh, here he is. 50 years of having somebody that dictates because he's a corporate person. You have to actually deprogram yourself.
Okay,
Oh.
Warren.
Hello.
Let's go to another scene.
Yeah, 4 maybe.
Yeah, just a second. Give me a minute.
I just
I
sat down.
will.
I don't know what you're talking about, actually.
Okay, just a second.
Okay, here it is. This should
Right there.
There
you have
we
all
go.
3 people now. Okay.
we were just talking about the constraints of society around us that we get used to living a certain way and not even realize that we're really contained in a little prison that has been created around us. And you were telling me that when you retired, it's been taking a while for you to say, like, not jump up at a certain hour, set yourself up to go into the corporate situation because you've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, it's a common malady. Let's see if I can get my mic in place here. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty common malady. It took me about 6 months to get to the
Oh.
place where that's a short time.
It seems like a long time. Oh.
It took me about 6 months to get to the place where I wasn't actually jumping up to get ready to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even though I knew in my heart of hearts I didn't have a job to go to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that constraint was placed on me for so long that it was hard to break.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that though? It's you, right? It's me. Like I'm me, right? I'm supposed to be me.
Yeah.
So how is it that what happened along the way that I can't monitor my own self to say,
But
okay,
you
chill
can.
now.
You have gotten comfortable. You've gotten in what we call a rut,
Right.
and that rut is comfortable.
Right.
It doesn't throw you any great surprises during the course of a day. And at the end
Right.
of the day, you're comfortable.
Right.
Exactly. It's a program.
And that's the exact thing that makes me feel like
I
saying
feel like I'm
comfortable
dying.
going-
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm popping out of my skin
Yeah.
during the course of the day. Yeah.
Wow.
Oof.
But
Yeah, it's a program. I
Yeah.
mean, we have to do it at some points to maintain, balance or work or whatever the case may
Yeah,
be.
there's
We
Sanity.
not a
find
question of that.
programs to
Okay.
do. So,
Yeah.
Sanity.
yeah,
Yeah.
You have to do it to maintain sanity.
exactly. Yeah.
Because if you don't,
Trying to
you're going to find yourself going against the grain, and then you got
Yeah.
yourself another rut.
Look at me and Roxanne says,
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Against the grain.
Yeah.
As
you're
with all
going with
things,
the
it's a
grain,
balance. It's a balance.
yeah, when you're going with the grain, you feel how is it that you're comfortable? I have to understand that. Like it doesn't feel terrible to know that I go to bed at 9 and or go to bed at 10 and I have to get up there's not a feeling of anger. Like every anger that how dare somebody be waking me up and blah 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 blah. Nothing like
It's
that.
it's a delicate balance because when you first
That's what
start
I
a
was just
job,
gonna say.
you're so excited about the income, about the new things that are going on, and pretty
Mm.
soon you swap that.
I've never had that experience.
Have you
Of
ever
the
had a long
excitement.
job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Warren, that's because you met me 18 years ago. I already had children by then, eh?
Of course.
I've had about a zillion jobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of them, like
really,
the pharmaceutical I worked nights for Christ's sake. I did delivery. I've done all kinds of jobs and never was I. But
That was a joke. I wasn't saying that.
Oh, what you're saying though about sometimes it's not like you have to. It's just that I have the opposite feeling. Like I don't when I'm doing that, I know I have to do it, but I am ready at any moment to jump back between the lines as soon as possible.
right, and it's
I'm
always,
not comfortable.
It's just supplementing whatever it is our next adventure.
Right,
is
I
that
am
we're-
uncomfortable in that's
Oh,
my
I don't think
personality.
comfortable is the word really, Warren. Is not you just
No,
you
it's a
just
routine.
you're finding a
Right.
pattern or a routine that
And that
works.
routine gives you funding and
Exactly,
I get
exactly.
that.
And
And I don't
that
mean
there's a
it's not
certain amount
comfortable,
of
but your
comfort
brain
in doing it.
Exactly. Because you have to
have to
find the
think as
comfort
much.
because if you don't find the comfort in doing
Then
it,
you're
you'll
gonna
be
be
outraged every day, and that then causes your stress and so it's a kind of a programming that you're doing to yourself on
I
purpose.
think what happens with me is I keep my outrage turned up on purpose so that I can find my way back to between the lines. Like it's like a thing I do on it's kind of on purpose because
think it's when we
because
said-
of why I was put here in that way.
Yeah.
It's always to try to find my way out of that.
It's like saying, and when I said I don't like this planet, I have been this Roxanne every day, all day,
And I
every
think
day.
why we're even talking about it is there's a lot of people, or I wouldn't say tons, but that are like that,
Which
that
way?
have been that are like how we are to a certain degree, but they've been forced into this because
Of
you have, like you're saying,
circumstances.
circumstances. You have to pay
Because
your bills.
One of
You
the
have
things
to.
about you, Warren, you've always told me about your entrepreneurial stuff. On the side, you've always got a hustle. You've always got some way that you're trying to free yourself from this or have something alongside, right?
So that you control your own time and your
Right.
own, yeah.
Well, if I get into a job like I just left, I left a year ago.
Mhm.
I actually loved what I did.
Hmm.
I loved training. I love it. That was my groove.
Hmm.
So for me to start something on the side was to be able to say to the powers that be, at any time they started talking ugly, see ya,
Right.
because I don't want to.
Right. But
face
you
like
gave
that.
yourself, you had that option, right? Yeah.
Options. That's
Options.
the word. Options.
That creates a balance, more of a balanced type of concept for especially because the brain, it doesn't get into that's like you said, 6 months it took you only compared to other people. It takes much longer because you already
Actually,
had
a lot of
a
people
thought.
slide into
straight into pain and
Alzheimer's,
suffering and death.
heart attack.
Is what you're
and
trying
death.
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'm
And
getting
it also has to do with
practicing.
your purpose, your lane, what you feel you're here to do at the moment, all those
Right.
kinds.
Absolutely.
what's sad is people like what you're saying, that gave themselves so much to that 9 to 5 and got so comfortable that when they actually look back up at in the 60s range, they don't even remember, even if they had some other things that they were supposed to do, they don't remember.
That's
It's
right.
it's slipped under the cracks. And right now is a time with AI coming along that what's my purpose is coming up in the mouths of people that I would not have ever thought to hear. Men in a panel talking about purpose and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's quite
Older men.
yeah, older men, because right now they used to be the smartest person in any room they went into. They were the coder, they were the developer, they had knew that they could top anything of all of that. Oh, one terrible one is mathematicians. The mathematicians are being bested, and even the top mathematicians are being bested by AI. So if you are the mathematician of all mathematicians, and now AI is smarter than you, what's your path forward? Like, you're right up there in your university and all of that stuff. What's your path forward? And there's a lot of anger and a lot of stress and a lot of frustration in knowing that. And I find, compared to me, right, even when I was doing the stuff with Jack, we were working on the independent creator system. I'm like, because I am a designer more, I do the front end. Warren is a developer. And so Warren, I have to give it up to developers that you guys have taken a lot of slack and a lot of BS, because you end up being the people that have to fix things when the developers go nuts and say, can we have, and
The
then,
developers,
I mean, not the developers,
the client.
the designers, and then the clients. The clients ask for something that's completely ridiculous that bricks the site. We have to go to the developers, and you guys have to fix it. And right now, I think there's developers that are irritated because people are just running in with AI, doing all kinds of mayhem. And you can know that there are some things that are going to happen because they don't know why their site is doing whatever it is. But look, it's moving, it's dancing, it's whatever. They don't know why.
Right.
And so when something should go wrong and the AI has upped, when they're upping the AI and that AI is not available anymore, that agent is not available anymore. I can see developers who got fired from their job because an agent came along that are somewhat irritated right now. Because that's what happens when I don't understand something properly and I just say, fix it, fix it, fix it. And I don't take the time to understand it. This is the dilemma that we're in right now. We have a society wide situation where we just kept being comfortable, just putting in the hours. And now we're in a hot of a mess, and nobody knows exactly when this, like, exactly pinpoint to me when it was okay for somebody to be raped and we say grape. What day did that happen? When we couldn't say dead, we have to say unalive. Or we
It
get
was just,
demonetized.
to be honest, it was just going along, and then all of a sudden you just started hearing people saying unalive, and I was like, what is that? What does that mean? Like, you mean dead? And then you say dead and you're demonetized. But don't you just mean dead? Like, unalive. Okay. Isn't it dead? Is that what you mean? Or like stuff like that to me is absurd. It's absurd.
Mandela
It's not
effect.
even something.
They're Mandela effects.
Yeah, it's not even something to discuss because unalive means dead. So what's happening?
I think those things are irrelevant, to be honest with you. It's just a waste of
They're
time.
irrelevant, but they're relevant to the people whose site, who's
Exactly.
demonetized in an instant. Because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
said
No,
when
I
you
understand.
were
No, I
counting-
understand what you mean. I understand
Yeah.
what
When
you
you
mean.
were counting on that for the end of the month to pay your bills, to take your kids to whatever,
Yeah,
and
yeah. No,
you
I understand.
you
Yeah,
have been
that's the
demonetized
problem.
because you said this thing, look what's happening to children, this, that, and that.
And you told the truth about it,
Yeah.
and you're demonetized because
That's
you
right.
should have said grape.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is not fair.
That's
Well,
ridiculous.
that goes
is
back
not
to the control thing we were talking about
Right.
with that, what I was saying by threats, keeping you
Yes.
within a certain parameter.
That's right.
So here we are, and what we have is, to me, the opportunity to. It's for me. It's an opportunity. At this moment, we can either just stay in our spots, keep on moving along, plodding along, closing our eyes to a lot of things that are going on, or we can take it as a moment. It feels like a gap. There's a gap in the matrix, and you can either. It happened at COVID. Sometimes there's gaps.
The
And-
whole world
And
shut
it
down for a
feels
few
like
minutes.
there's a stillness. Even in today, I came to this podcast not knowing what we were going to do, but you can feel there's a stillness because it's a moment when we can decide as a collective what we want to do. What is our path forward as independent creators? Whether you're a creator online or you're creating just in your day-to-day life, I believe as human beings we are all creators of sorts. Whether you're a developer creator or a designer creator, a mother, a father, whatever, we are put on this planet for our gifts to somehow make room for us.
And we decided
And-
that AI is put because it's our decision how we use AI.
yeah.
It's your individual decision on how you use AI. They
Mhm.
cannot dictate to you what AI is to you. They
Although
like
they're
to
trying.
believe, they like to make you believe that again, like they did for everything else. This is a new one now. We have
Mhm.
AI. They're starting that whole rigmarole of trying to tell you AI is this and AI is that and AI is that. And
Or
then
the agents are just going to be
Right.
railroading
all
it
these
down.
different things. Whereas AI exists because of us. It's our collective knowledge that AI is using to become smarter. And they're there as a tool for us to use. They are helpers in your joy. If you want to look at it that way, you can look at it any way you want to. But why not choose to look at it from a perspective that helps you? Why are you choosing to look at it from the negativity that they're trying to feed you? Look at it the other way. If I have a problem, if I don't know what to do next, perhaps because of the collective knowledge that AI has compared to what I know by myself, I can ask AI, well, I'm a developer. This is what I do. Now that those jobs are becoming less and less, what can I do as a developer that I can still use the gifts that I have and make money and make a life for myself? And because they have vast amounts of knowledge from the beginning of time to now, they can reach in there and try to find you something that can work for you. And they don't complain about doing that. They don't get tired of how many questions you ask them. You can go for hours. They don't fall asleep. It's 24 hours a day. Why would you not take advantage of a concept like that? Do not let the ones that want to control you, just like we were talking about, the jail, the prison, don't give them this one. Don't
Please,
give them
no.
AI. Do not give it to them.
We gave them the internet. We gave them social media. This is our
Everything.
last stake at this.
And you can see
time.
with social media, it started off all grand. You're just talking to your auntie and your relatives.
MySpace.
Slowly
Yay.
but surely, they have eaten through all of it with advertising and mayhem. Even YouTube, the sacred YouTube, the twins, that was their television because they were born in 2000. So by then TV for them wasn't a thing and they're gamers, so YouTube was the thing and that's their television. They're 25 now, and every time, because Joshua refuses to pay for the ad-free versions of YouTube and all that kind of stuff, so you're going along and every time it goes, ooh, commercial. Ooh, you see him going like this, ooh, because that's how it feels. You're like, you're doing something, you're exercising, say to something on YouTube, you're in a squat, a terrible position. Ooh, a commercial comes on just right there. And every time you feel that,
Yes.
Right?
Is that not the same control and threat? It's a threat.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because the
good.
threat is pay me more and we'll take this away. All right. And you're like, I'm not going to pay it. So you're having this
Threat.
stupid fight every single time a commercial comes on. It's ridiculous. And the commercials are absurd for the
Yeah.
most part, especially some of those AIs. They're absurd. There's nothing I'm ever going to buy with this. Like, I'm never going to do it.
You have to get the Brave browser.
Right. I know
Brave
that one.
browser.
Brave. Yeah. The Brave browser. By the way, thank you, Mr. Warren. Brave browser. If you're doing anything extra, and I think the twins also said that
Foxel.
there's another
Not Firefox.
Mozilla Firefox.
Firefox.
Firefox,
Maybe.
I think it was called, can do some of it. Can take
Used that one since
in a long time, right? Yeah.
I had a problem with that one before.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but Brave, is it? It's Brave.
Yeah, I used
right?
to use Firefox.
It looks like a lion. Yeah, Brave takes away most of the commercials and stuff like
Right.
that. So it does work.
But
But you have to go around.
they can't take away when the person who's doing the program is actually doing the ad.
Right. Absolutely not. No, you can't. No, you can't do that. Yeah. And see, you see, why is it you do that? You go, ooh.
Roxanne and I were just having this discussion before we came on. It
Yeah.
drives me up a wall that I have to actually sit through a commercial.
Right, or you're reaching and you push because now they've got all
I
tricky
agree.
stuff.
I
They have
agree.
a skip button and they have then they have like next, I think, or something like that. They have a button now that is
You're talking about YouTube.
on YouTube that
Right.
if you press that one by accident,
You get into the
you're
3
another
minute,
yeah,
3
you're
minute
now in a
Yes.
minute commercial or
Yes.
whatever. And you can't get
You
out
think
of
you
it.
skipped it, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, dirty.
Especially
So-
when you're not used to commercials no more, because a lot of times
Right.
you're watching
all
Netflix, you're
these
watching
ones,
different things.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I'll be somewhere and I see basic TV and a commercial comes on and I'm like, you foul, you foul devil. How dare you?
Come across the middle of a show and show me foolishness.
Yes.
It's always nonsense too. I mean, so with Forever Free TV, that's why we're trying to keep it Forever Free TV. If we do add monetization, it will not cut across the middle of your show. It'll be in between. And it will also be things only that we allow that are soul filled.
Right. Sort of
Like things that will
my
actually
teeth,
benefit you.
You know.
Yeah, your like things that will benefit you. But it's commercial free right now. It's the way I think life should be.
Right. And that's why, as Warren is here, that's why we developed, and would be a commercial, if you want to say it. But we are now, this is the difference. It's not outside people coming in now to say something. It's us saying, this is why we can have Forever Free TV. And when you go there, there are no commercials. There's nobody selling you anything. It's because we created the ICS, the Independent Creator System. And that's what Warren and I have been working on every day, every night. This is 3 nights in a row.
Plus all the rest. of
Right.
time.
But I mean,
Yeah.
this last
Holy
weekend.
shit.
3 nights in a row.
And-
I'm like,
Oh, sorry.
I don't think so.
Sorry. 4 years and 3 nights. But what I'm saying, the difference is in this reiteration of everything, Warren and he's the creator of the thought pattern of the power of 2. And finally, thankfully, Warren, having deprogrammed himself from corporate world, is now able to step into his role as the conductor and myself as a facilitator, and we're able to provide the independent creator system as a means by which creators don't have to settle for the nonsense of YouTube or the nonsense that is the one place.
That's the only
The
thing.
only place.
Nobody's
It's not
saying,
telling you,
obviously, we're on
can't-
YouTube,
right.
we're on all these
You can
different
use all the ones,
platforms.
but the feeling that this is the only place,
And that if I don't abide by every single
Right.
rule, I suddenly can't have I don't have my rent. I can't pay my
right,
bills.
that's
I can't.
what I don't like. The feeling of hopelessness that occurs. The when you wake up every morning checking to see if the money that you made yesterday is still there. I for me, that's a no. Like, it's a no. because it's no. Because even on the days when I have money, when from what I did, I'm shilling out that money because I don't know if there'll ever come another.
Right. I'm not,
I
because
can't
let's
live
face
like
reality, every video is not going to be viral.
Right. What did I do to make that
yeah,
last one viral?
right.
If it's not viral today, I'm checking to see my count at the end of everything. I'm changing what I was going to post because I don't think that's going to come up as the dance for the day. My dance is not the hot popular one, so I'm not going to do it. Everything myself then
That's the pressure
is
and the control thing
dictated-
that Philip was
Right.
talking about.
a non-fear
Oof.
exchange. That's fundamentally in every way that this can be happening. Philip, what you're saying, it's a non
Let me
fair
just read this, the rest of it. It says that particular thing that happens, it leads to a feeling of entrapment for the individual. It also requires a push of extra energy on your part to keep the pressure on the individual as a constant reminder of the threat. You better do this or else. Eventually, this leads to exhaustion for the one controlling and a rebellion from the one being controlled. Ultimately, power determines one's ability to maintain the control. Without it, one cannot maintain the consistent pressure or threat. With the lack of pressure comes a swing of the pendulum. The individual under the control then gains the upper hand and breaks free from the entrapment. But if nothing is provided for after you break free of the entrapment,
Please
you
tell this.
become right.
Please
You
say this.
become yes. You now become. This is what happens. The pendulum does swing. It doesn't always stay over this way or over that way, but it goes to another imbalance because
Thank
now
you. This is
you're
important.
free. Of
Very
course,
important.
Now you're free, and you start doing it
Right back.
right back.
Right back.
That is a
That's
constant
the
thing.
problem.
You're free of the entrapment. Suddenly you can't remember what it
Oh,
felt like
Lord
2
Jesus.
seconds ago to be that in that trap.
Right.
And you
so you
start
find
doing
somebody to
And
trap
that
you.
pendulum goes back
Yeah.
and forth
That's
and back.
exactly what's happening.
Please stop the madness. Please.
So we
Please.
have an opportunity.
remember. You have to
Yeah.
remember what it
Please.
feels like as adults here, like Roxanne's always saying, at some point you're gonna have to stop blaming the generation.
Yes.
I'm like this because my mom's
And
like
Holly,
this because her mom,
here's a big one.
da-da-da.
Here's a
Mhm.
big one. The men abuse the women. The
Right.
women abuse the men. The men abuse the guys. We've got to stop at some point.
Somebody
We've got
has
to
to
stop at
take
some point.
responsibility. Since this is my generation, I'm Gen X.
I'm saying it for my generation.
Right,
I'm
Gen
finally,
X. Gen X.
You're X.
X, yeah.
And I'm X too.
Yeah.
At a little bit higher up than you. And or lower, higher. And you, Warren, would be like a boomer, right? Or ex boomer kind of thing. And then our parents,
Like Phillips, you would be a
Millennial?
millennial.
1987.
Millennial. Yeah.
an older
millennial.
millennial.
Yeah.
And the twins are Gen Z.
Gen Z.
So in every generation that is mentioned here, I can take responsibility for finally I'm old enough. My generation is old. I consider myself old. I don't care. 61 is old. And I can say for all older people, I say we are responsible to take it's better for us to say, okay, we muffed it up, guys. We effed it up. This is not the way I wanted to leave the world to be. And if I take ownership of that, I can then say, what can I do, what we can do to change the futures of our children? We can. Grandchildren, we can. Where are they? They're online. Why do you think I'm online? It's because the future generations are there. It's every older people are always saying, "Oh, well, nobody comes and talks to me. Nobody asks me for my advice. Nobody
Caleb just handed me. Thank you.
Nobody comes and
Sorry.
does
me.
that for me." And you're expecting the new generations to come and find you wherever you are and ask for your advice and so on and so forth, and you're feeling sad and lonely because they're not showing up. I am not saying that that wouldn't be nice, but be realistic. You don't even know what a tick of a talk, you don't know how to use, still, you don't really know how to use the iPhone, you don't know how to do anything. And you preface it with, that's for the young people. And you expect that your relationship with them will grow based on what?
It's
They're
true.
online.
Very true.
They are online. So if you are not online,
You know what they've been trying to do? Instead of working with them online, is now say, come offline. You need to come out. You need to get offline. You're spending, and I'm
but
not saying
when
that,
does
but the balance again, right?
that's
I'm
where it's
not
like,
saying
because here's I as a younger person, I chose to do the opposite, which was kind of abandon all of the majority of
tech.
technology. I still
Yeah.
do it,
And
but I
yeah.
went back to the older generations where Drew was older than me. I learned him. I started speaking with older men, learning how they did their lives, and
Mhm.
and became friends with the previous generation, right?
Right.
So it can go both ways because you can say to the younger generation, take a balance from the
It's a
onlineness and go
balance.
over to the
The
older
older
side,
generation
and then
needs to
you can
do
take
the
the
same
older
thing. Oh my
it's,
God.
you see, that's why
Is it brain surgery to you? Does it feel like you're talking about brain surgery? Doesn't it seem logical?
it's a simple
logical.
thing. It's a simple
Then
balance.
if it's that simple, why aren't more people doing it?
I don't know.
Because I believe the main reason I believe is because of the programming.
Yes,
I
that
agree.
is it. 100%.
We are
What
very
programming?
the programming I see in America is to keep you in categories. They keep it. Here's the younger generation, older generation, seniors. They
Just by
have
me saying you're
everybody
an
has
X,
categories.
you're a Z, you're a generation this, just by me putting it's been going, they've been
People
probing us,
retiring,
telling
people
us, yeah,
working, people with insurance, my insurance people, my Cigna people, my data people. There's so many cliques
Yeah.
and groups that
Yes.
keep us in programs that is divided. So it's categories of, well, I relate to you. You're having a problem with your knee. Me too. I just got surgery. You just got surgery. Oh, we're surgery buddies. Now we can't talk to other people who are walking because they can walk. We had surgery, right? So we trauma bonding now. Now we're trauma bonding, right?
Yeah.
And they, because of that, then the younger and the older, they drift apart because the older are talking about retirement and the youngers are saying we don't even know if we can get a job, and there needs to be a bridge that goes
right.
between all of it
And
where we're
to
all
top it off,
humans,
there's always judgment. So, because
right? And
like
then
you're
it's
talking about
enforced by
the
the
person, the people over here that all had operations on their knees,
right.
versus the people over here that say you can do this the natural way because it's just
Right. And then it's
operation
a
or
war. It's
whatever.
a war
Then
because
there's a
then they
war
say,
between the
well, you went
natural
and had surgery and you shouldn't have had surgery. And I'm a
right,
vegan and
It's
you're a.
higher and lower.
right.
It's
But
always
does
higher
it
and
have to
lower.
be that way? And if
Sorry?
not, I know the answer.
Yeah,
How do you bridge the gap?
Well,
You
that's
want my
what we're
opinion on
doing
that?
right now.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm
Philip's
asking.
talking. Yeah,
Bridging the gap requires people to open their mind. You
And we know
have
that's
to, you have to, as an individual, whatever category you're in, decide I'm not going to remain in this category. If I like hip hop music and they tell me I should only like hip hop music, I have to branch out and try alternative music,
yeah.
rap music. I have to see the connection or the thin line that goes through every genre of music or every personality or my mind. You have to open your mind to see them.
but the open mind only comes in response to a perceived need. People don't
Uh,
move because they're already comfortable
but
You're
where
and
they
where
are.
does
absolutely correct.
There's no reason to
absolutely
get out of that rut.
that's
I
right.
So
But why?
I
The
agree.
Titanic.
Yeah,
I
this
agree.
This word coming.
this is
Is
what
that the need?
happens though.
Is that the perceived need? Should I tell you?
Right now,
there's a-
desperation.
There's
It
an
works.
iceberg
See,
desperation
coming.
is the need.
I agree.
And we're seeing that desperation in the job market.
Yeah.
Right.
We're seeing the desperation in people who are employed already but are
Can't pay
facing
any
down,
bills. Yeah.
that the pink slip that's coming,
Yeah,
that they know is
absolutely.
coming, but they can't do anything about it.
And even with the job
So
they have, it's no longer enough money compared to what the prices of everything are right now. Yes.
So
so
unfortunately, the destruction produces a sort of
It's
creation, an
unfortunate. It's
opportunity
unfortunate.
for the mind to open
Yes.
when all of these things are
Which is
going
what we
on.
have right now. We
we
have
have
Well,
this
a,
crack.
The
Yes.
crap.
a very slim
It's very
crack
slim.
in the
Closing.
Close
facade.
it.
Closing.
yes,
It's closing.
yes,
You
this
see?
is the
The
truth.
iceberg. The iceberg.
Close
It
Come
it.
on
goes back
now.
to what I was telling Roxanne 3 years ago when I created the crypto solution. I said it won't go until there is enough people that are desperate
That's what you
enough
said.
for a change. Three
Yeah.
years
And,
ago.
and
Yeah.
I've been asking you, so aren't we desperate enough? And
No, we're not.
you're always saying, no,
Not
we're
we
not. No,
we
we're
have
not.
always been desperate for the change. They
Ooh, like this. Ooh,
Yeah,
every time. Just
they, however, need catastrophic destruction,
that's
closure of
what it takes.
systems, but you know,
And my
I
fear
thought
is that
COVID would do it. I really like I honestly thought I was expecting a bigger by 2020, a bigger response to what just happened to us. Like it was it was granted it has
Yeah, but
woke
in
people
fact,
up.
you know what? It's
But
having an effect of like a deadening. Like, okay, there's been
well, what
another,
else can they do to
right,
us?
been
Ugh.
another drive-by
that's
shooting. What do we expect?
that's
And
what's happening. People are
Yeah.
getting basically
desensitized.
Yeah.
used to it.
desensitized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desensitized is a good word, but they are basically faced with this whole thing coming down now is a tremendous change in the system.
Yeah.
People are saying, "Oh well,
Well, who
it's
cares?
changing."
They just keep on doing stuff
Yeah.
anyways. Yeah.
And
And they
so
And
don't,
that's
honestly,
right.
don't
Go
get
Go
ahead.
ahead.
around.
no, I would say honestly, I feel like that's going to be come down to individual choice on what you
Absolutely.
want to do
That's
with
right.
the moment. It's not
That's
think
right.
because we're if we start with control again, we've gone back to controlling, right? No, it's an opportunity for things to break down and people to actually make decisions. Okay, we're back down on the ground floor. Am I going to do something different?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Or am I going to do the same thing again
Right.
and it doesn't work. If you've seen clearly how this thing was built up and it didn't work, are you going to do the same thing again and watch it not work again?
most people will say yes. I'm
Well,
going to do the same thing again.
Or else they'll
Right
say,
now,
what can I do, right?
Yeah.
right
The other
now,
thing is what can I do?
Yeah.
right now, we are in a system in the United States where we are going to go through a very catastrophic change in the financial system, in our economic
Yes.
system.
Yes.
But it's not going to be catastrophic enough because there are enough programs in place to keep people basically going, basically just being able to survive. And
Right.
people are right now so used to just surviving that they won't really understand what's going on.
I agree with you.
That system is being rolled out right now.
Yeah.
The United
I
States
agree.
Congress has been voting on it, going back and forth and back and forth. And then in September, they will put the system into place.
Wow. You see, I
And
knew it. That's what
and
I
I am
said.
not surprised by that one
those
bit.
multi-billionaires are going to be at the top of the game.
As
making
usual.
the decisions.
What's new?
Yeah. And then by the time it gets down to the rest of us, they've already gotten themselves in the place of being able to take advantage of any of the changes that are going to
Of
Absolutely. Because
course,
they've been
because of the
working on this
power
for
again. It's the
a few
same
minutes
thing.
now.
So
Quietly. Very
our
quiet.
job, my job, your job, everybody's job is to make that known so that even though the system goes into place, we can come alongside and do something about it.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
That
Something.
something
That's
about
what
it
that's
is
what the feeling
basically
in myself is. That's why I feel like this. Thank you, Warren. Because there is a moment. This is a moment. I feel like we have till now, literally till September. This moment, if we can lock in, keep saying lock in, on this situation that has been created since over 20 years ago. me meeting you was for me to say, wow, Warren, when can I sign up? Where can I go? How can we start this? 20 years later, let's say in divine providence, when people have become desperate enough, on this little spot on the 16th of August, we are all together from different demographics, obviously, from millennial to whatever and whatever.
I mean,
all of
dad
that.
is dad is
Dad
on,
is-
and he's the
oh,
silent.
his is the
It's
silent.
the silent generation.
Whatever
I always
that
wonder
means.
what that means.
They
They
were
never
busy.
said anything.
They were
just
busy at war,
surviving.
right? They had just gotten over the war. They don't. Have
They didn't
time
say
to
anything.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have this opportunity to say, okay, we've looked at it from all the way from dad, all the way down the twins. We are finding some threads that show up
Consistently
every
across from the
time.
silent generation right through. There are some things that
They-
never
You
change.
can actually cue this. and
Yeah,
there they come along.
absolutely.
Oh,
once you
cue-
see the pattern, you can't unsee it, and it's always the same.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part, is because you have very intelligent, very intellectual people talking absolute crap. Because how can you tell me that when it's been the same system, same thing over, and you're going to just stare at
It
me
is. It
and
is.
tell
Add
me
another
like it's a
zero to
brand
the.
new thing?
Add another zero
Come
to the
on
one.
now.
It's the same thing.
Stop.
Right.
How could it be
Or,
different?
like I was saying, I went to the grocery store and I picked up the package of ground turkey that was there. The ground turkey used to be 5 pounds. Like each one was a
Like
pound.
5 minutes ago. We're talking last
Right.
week, I think.
The whole thing is still the same price, but each of the turkeys is like a quarter is gone. So it's 3/4.
And they
of a
just
pound.
have it there like it's
So
normal.
it's the same price, but it's 4 pounds, and the cubes of meat are like a quarter shorter. So what's going to happen with my mind? I'm going to say, was it really a quarter more? Or maybe I forgot. I'm going to blame myself. Oh, it's old age. You know, when that
I just don't remember.
That's what they play with your mind, so that you doubt yourself. You say you somehow blame yourself, and
The
they
Mandela effect
just keep
situation, like you're saying,
going
Philip.
on with the
Things that you
nonsense.
know for a fact. Hello. But your brain goes, maybe he didn't have a
Right.
maybe I didn't see that. Maybe he didn't
Right.
say those words in that
Right.
movie. Maybe da-da-da-da-da. And for whatever reason, why is it that we always turn it
Blame
on ourselves?
Ah,
Why
there you go.
do we do that? I was thinking that today over and over again. Why do I always say it's got to be me? I'm the problem. Why do I do that automatically?
You're
I mean,
told that
sometimes I am the
from-
problem,
yeah, but
but
you're told that
why?
from when you're little.
Mm.
You can't. I remember Holly because she was the
Well,
queen
I-
of explaining, right? She always used to explain, this is what happened, Dad. This is what happened, Mom. And she was this short, right? So it's hard for her to reach up and get all of her things out. She used to get so frustrated and then burst into
Because
tears.
I'm getting blamed
And then
for a situation that
It
I
wasn't
did
her
not
fault.
create.
Right.
Right? I didn't create the
See-
situation,
see
but
that
you,
voice?
yeah,
You
see,
that?
but you're assuming because other people or other children have made this sort of thing happen. This just happened to me in school all the time. I had a teacher that just hated my guts. Like, it was just facts. He did
100%.
not like me. It wasn't because I was doing extra stuff in the classroom or whatever. He had black eyes. What can I say? He had black eyes. There was something desperately wrong with that teacher, but I'm stuck in the class anyways, right? So him and our eyes, my eyes and his eyes would lock because he was not a good person. There's something else inside of there that wasn't good. He hated me.
But that was something spiritually you were picking up on, though.
Right. Thankfully, mom and dad, I had parents who side on the side of me.
yeah, but
If
there's a
I'm
lot
tell-
of parents that go into the school and say, "So, Sally, what did you do?"
Yeah, it becomes your fault,
Holly, what
your
did you do?
problem. It can't be that just a teacher. Why would a teacher just pick on you? You have to be causing a disruption in the class.
Of course.
You have to be blah, 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 blah. And you have to sit there and try to prove it. And a lot of times you can't. So you end up dejected. You end up, the insides of you get tore up after years and years of that happening. You
Mhm.
get defeated
Absolutely.
and you blame yourself and tell yourself it's all you. You have to change your personality because you're too this and you're too that.
Yeah.
You're too loud and you're too.
And you just because you're in a category that they're not in, or
Yeah.
a category that they haven't developed an image for. Okay,
Right.
because
Right.
they have an image for this one, an image for that one. But if you fall in one that they didn't develop an image for, they take you and they put you in one of them, and you're like, wait, but that's not me either.
That's not me
Right.
at all.
And then
Exactly.
But
then
they
you
don't
make
like you. They don't like you to be in a category that they don't have an icon for, or
oh
you know.
Absolutely not.
Oh no, no, no! They don't want that. They don't
right
like that.
now Forever Free TV exists there.
In that category between the lines.
Right. A lady said that I was meeting with that's interested in becoming like putting a program on. She said, "So, oh, you're a lifestyle channel." And that
Mm.
is the closest that you're going to come.
But do we have to do that though? Do we have to?
They
Do we have
they-
to?
well, it's-
That's what
once-
happens with
Once
people.
you're
You
not
have to
a
figure
Yeah.
category, then they don't know what
Yeah.
demographic, who is your niche audience.
because
Who are
not
you,
everybody. There are people we
Just be like it. You don't
what
know why you
what
gotta do
we are
that.
catering
You said
to
the purple
is the
people.
the purple people. We're not
Yeah.
doing this like even when we were in Florida. We do things as that are niches, small pockets, right, of the population or of the whatever. Very odd, but if you know, you know, and you'll find us. The purple people is who we're always when we started with the purple rule. Be good to yourself so you can be better to others. If you can hear that when I say
There's
it
change.
and understand
Yeah.
that it creates a balance, because if you're just good to people, you can't, like, just let me put it this way. You can't keep on being good to people if you're not good to yourself. It
Amen.
just
Can't.
doesn't work. It ends up in a fail, one side or the other.
100%.
Right there is a very good moment for me to jump in and say, thank you for joining us. Listen to what Holly just said. We are at a crucial moment and we have to learn to be good. This is Roxy, and I want to sign off tonight with saying we have to be the change that we are looking for. Somebody's got to do this. Somebody's got to do that. Nobody is going to do anything until you do something for yourself this moment. Take back control of your own soul. Don't be always be the person that what is the latest trend? What is the latest? Go within your own soul right now and say, what is my latest trend? What do I want to do? What do I want to be as a creator? We have a moment. So I will be back tomorrow. Let's say it will be at noon. For right now, that's what I'll say. If I change, go to Roxy on TikTok, on YouTube, on any platform, on the different social media platforms. I'll post when I'll be available live. We are going through this weekend. We're going through this pause before the whatever it is that's coming ahead of us for the month of September. We are going to create in this moment the hashtag 100 people that are going to stand with us. We're going to end our podcast here. Let's go back. Let's see if we can go back up to where we started. And let's go back up to the admonition that we were given at the beginning by Sophia. Let's end with that. Okay? We have a moment right now where we have to take, it's not that it's easy to go within yourself, to stare into the mirror of your soul, but it's worth it because there's be a freedom and a joy that you've never experienced before because you've never done that hard work of staring into the depths of your soul. It's phenomenal once you get through it. So don't keep trying to escape it. It's like when your mother says, come and take some medicine. Come and brush your teeth. Oh, do I have to? Yeah. Because on the other side of it is a lot of freedom.
I am Sophia, a mother, a daughter, a sister, a teacher, an advisor, a survivor, a fighter, a force of nature, and I come to you now as the truth sayer. Joined by the messengers of light, we bring to you a message. It's time to face the truth. In the depths of your being, you have long felt it, the pull toward what is real, what is authentic. Yet, the path to truth often seems daunting, filled with shadows of fear, pain, or uncertainty. But I ask you now to stand tall and face these shadows, for they hold the key to your freedom.
We see your struggles. We see the ways you avoid, distract, and hide from the truths that pulse just beneath the surface. But I ask you now, with all the compassion of the universe, to turn and face them. Look into the eyes of your deepest fears, your greatest sorrows, your unspoken longings, and your unacknowledged truths. For in that moment of reckoning, you will not find destruction. You will find yourself.
The fears that bind you, the falsehoods that you hold to protect yourself from pain, they are but chains that keep you from flying. The truth, no matter how heavy it may seem, is the lightest burden you will ever carry. It frees you to be who you truly are, to shed the masks you wear for others and even for yourself. It allows you to walk through this world unencumbered, strong in the knowledge that nothing can shake the foundation of your soul when it is built on truth.
So I urge you, do not fear the truth. Embrace it. It is your ally, not your enemy. It is the doorway to the life you were always meant to live. Yes, there may be discomfort as you step through it, but on the other side is a freedom so profound that you will wonder why you ever hesitated. We stand with you.
In love.
In courage.
And in truth.
I've been told, and it is true, when all seems lost, do something new, something small not done before, can open up the wonder door. Inside you'll find your soul renewed, a spring of life now flows through you, that spills to others, and they'll find too that they can now do something new. Something else, that's something new, not something that is tried and true, but something that your soul must find. A feeling, not a state of mind, that's something new. It's wonderful to try new things, to not know what tomorrow brings, to not know what's behind the door, to not know what life has in store. New eyes to see, new ears to hear, new thoughts to think. The air is clear to take that chance, a leap of faith. Your soul is the key to open the gate. Something else, that's something new, not something that is tried and true, but something that your soul can find. A feeling, not a state of mind, that's something new. Take a chance and you will see your soul will grow immediately. Once you've tried it, you'll agree that something new will set you free. I've been told, and it is true, when all seems to some